Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome to my channel. So today's video we are going to be looking at a picture that I find extremely interesting. One side of the picture has a pregnant woman and she has on her belly not yet human, and then the other side next to it the baby's born, and on the back of the baby, which I would think is kind of low-key child abuse, but we're gonna ignore that for the sake of this video, says a human. So this is a picture I want to show you guys, and we're gonna talk about it. And as a pro-lifer, I have some questions. So first things first, I want to know, what is it about going through the process of birth, going through labor and delivery, and the baby going through the birth canal, or if you had a C-section, your stomach being cut open and the baby being born, taken out of the womb, what is it that makes it all of a sudden a human being? What is there, like a magical thing that takes place? All of a sudden it goes from human, and then as soon as you deliver the child, it's a person and it's a human and it has all of these rights, XYZ, like pro-choicers. What is it that gives the baby or makes it a human being when it's born? Because from the time it was in its room 5 minutes ago, and then 5 minutes outside the womb, as soon as it enters the world and exits the womb, it's still the same person. It's still the same baby that was in your womb. Nothing really changed about it besides it being out in the world and you deliver the baby. So I would, and to be honest, no pro-choicer or pro-abort has been able to answer this question, that what is it? What makes it special, it being unborn to born? All of a sudden you say, oh yeah, now if someone were to take a knife and stab the baby outside of the womb, a newborn infant, all of a sudden that would be murder, and you would consider that not right. So please answer that question, if you would be so kind. The second question I would have would be towards the mother. If it wasn't a human being inside your womb when it was still unborn, then what was it? Was it a different species? Was it not your child when it was in the womb? Was it not the same thing in the womb as to it was where it was at the womb? The baby was the baby not your baby inside the womb? Like, that's so confusing. The problem is there's this rhetoric that, again, just because the baby is born, is outside in the world, all of a sudden it has value. So is the mother saying that the baby inside her womb didn't have value? The baby didn't need to grow and develop in the womb like people, or born people, as pro-choicers like to distinguish unborn and born people, which is ironic because they still say unborn people. Does it make it more of a person now that it's a born person? So that's crazy. What did the mother think she was pregnant with? And is she protecting the baby more now that it's a born person, more than she would if it was still in her womb? So there's all of these questions as a pro-lifer it's going through my head, because a picture, there's a saying, a picture says 1,000 words, and this picture, to have when the baby's in her stomach say it's not a person or not a human being, and then on the back of her baby when it's born and it says a human, I mean, it says a lot. It says that she didn't really value the life of, or see it as its own individual inside her womb, though it was inside of her. She didn't value it as if it was someone completely different from her, a person who had his own DNA even inside her womb. The baby, the unborn children, the fetus, still has its own completely separate DNA from the mother. So when I look at the picture, it's extremely sad, and me as someone who would love to be a mother one day and have kids It's kind of like, maybe it's just also from a pro-life perspective. My child is still my child if it's inside my womb or outside my womb. And I think any mother who is a caring and loving mother would say, yeah, you know, I cared and I loved my child even when they were newly pregnant with my child and they wanted to protect the child, and they gave it dignity. There's dignity in the womb, and I think that is something that pro-choicers miss so often, that even inside the womb there's so much, it's its own person. There's so much love to be given to an unborn child, and it's human. It's nothing else other than an unborn human. And give it time, because birth is a natural process and abortion is not natural at all whatsoever. And a woman's body, a biological woman's body, is able to have children. That's it. That's what science says, and that's always how it will be. And ultimately, that's what God says. So, long rant, I know, but I felt like I needed to talk about this picture because this picture has been circling around for like in the pro-abort community, and I wanted to give you guys a pro-life perspective on it and talk about it a little bit and try to distinguish the differences and kind of get into a mind of a pro-choicer. But at the end of the day, it's really, really difficult to do because my standard is it's a human inside the womb, it's a human outside the womb. They're both equally valued. And being unborn is just a stage of life. We all went through it. And as in the words of President Ronald Reagan, everyone for abortion has already been born. I don't think any pro-abort person would be unborn. I don't think the babies are pro-abortion. The unborn babies are pro-abortion. So yeah, with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And remember that Jesus is Lord and abortion is murder. We'll see you on the next video. Peace out.